What's up, universe, and all you main eventers out there? You thought I was lying to you when I said I would be here at Night of Champions. We are here live, Allstate Arena, Chicago, Illinois, ready for Night of Champions, the biggest show Chicago has seen, I think. We didn't get the Olympics, so whatever. Universe, we're gonna go talk to a couple of fans, see what their reactions are, of course, to this night, Night of Champions, live on pay-per-view.
I'm from Chicago.
Tiffany, same place.
All right. What are you guys looking most forward to tonight at Night of Champions?
Six-pack challenge.
It's between six-pack and the Lumberjills.
Yeah? Who do you think is going to win in both those matches?
Melina.
Definitely Lumberjill.
And six-pack's hard to tell. I'm thinking between Orton and Jericho. Really.
Orton and Jericho?
Cena anyway, so.
You know,
yeah, definitely thinking Orton's going to walk away with it.
Orton's going to win?
Yeah.
Take out all other 5 people and no Edge, no Cena this time?
Well, we're totally thinking that there's going to be some inefficient. Yeah. But I'm thinking there's going to be some sort of interruption that's going to cause the outcome.
No, is this your first live event?
Yep.
Yes.
Great, great. Probably definitely a good one to go to.
My name is Brian Pamphila. I'm from Chicago, Illinois.
Great, man. So what are you most excited about tonight for Night of Champions?
Well, I say the 2 matches that I'm excited about is the no-hold-barred match between Undertaker and Kane and the six-pack challenge for the WWE Championship.
Great. Well, who do you think is going to win both those matches?
Well, I say the Undertaker because I still believe that he's still the Phenom, even though that he's been out for like a couple of months. And I say that my favorite John Cena is going to be beating everybody in the six-pack challenge, because he's been like one of the best in the business as all the others in the past. So I say that this guy's gonna win the title elimination and become the champion again.
Awesome, dude. Well, hopefully John Cena pulls it off, takes out Jericho, Orton, Wade Barrett, and Sheamus, and wins it, man.
Yeah.
My name's Andrew Shakes. I'm from Michigan City, Indiana.
Great. Are you excited about tonight? Night of Champions live on pay-per-view?
Yes.
Great. Is this your first WWE event?
Yeah.
Great, man. So what match are you most excited about?
The WWE Championship match.
Cool. Who do you think's going to win that match?
Randy Orton.
Randy Orton? Why?
I think he's going to win because the last couple weeks he's been proving he will. Yeah.
You think he's going to take out all the other 5? I mean, now it's an elimination match, so he's got a kind of a leverage as far as doesn't have to be the first pinfall. But so you think Orton's going to come away champion?
Yeah.
Great. What about the Undertaker versus Kane match?
I think Undertaker.
Yeah, he's been kind of off it since he's come back.
Yeah, but
There you have it, universe. The WWE universe has spoken. Most people think that Orton is going to come away with the WWE Championship, as well as the Undertaker is going to be the World Heavyweight Champion at the end of the night. Anything can happen in the world of wrestling, as some of the famous commentators of our time have said, including Jim Ross. But tonight, I'm hoping that maybe all the titles will change hands, maybe some won't. I'm still waiting for a tag team championship. Universe, I gotta go inside. Thank you to my stepbrother Jason for holding the camera. You guys have a good night. What's up, universe? End of the night, end of Night of Champions, and it was pretty fun. I had a really good time at the Allstate with my brother Jason. And, we had a good time. It was a good pay-per-view, good show. I enjoyed a lot of it. A couple of notes for you guys. The dark match. They had a dark match. It was John Morrison against Ted DiBiase. One of the cool parts about the match was, like, Maurice got up on top of the rope and distracted the ref when John Morrison was about to do the pin. He came over and Ted DiBiase knocked Maurice off the top rope, which was kind of funny. And then Morrison hit Starship Pain and won the match, which was pretty cool. It was pretty fun. Overall, I thought the pay-per-view was it was good. There were some moments where it was kind of like eh, but you know, for a show, you know, when you go to a live event, doesn't matter what it is. It could be like a concert or a theater show or anything. You know, I've gone to a lot of live events in my day, and you know, you get that high, that feeling like, oh my god, it was so amazing, oh my god, and then later on you think, it was not that great. This wasn't one of those nights. This was one of those cool, good pay-per-views to go watch. Good stuff happened tonight. Big surprise, The Miz lost. He lost to Daniel Bryan. The Miz only has the Money in the Bank contract. Now, this was like one of the last... No, this was like maybe the second match of the night. First was Kofi Kingston against Dolph Ziggler. And Kofi lost clean to Dolph Ziggler. As soon as Vicky Guerrero started opening her mouth, the whole arena just booed. I didn't even know what the hell she said. I have no idea what Vicky Guerrero said. I don't care. But I couldn't hear because everybody was just yelling and booing the pig that is Vicky Guerrero, which was pretty cool. Next match was CM Punk, and as soon as Justin Roberts, he purposely did this. He was like, from Chicago, Illinois, and everybody just got on their feet because I think CM Punk's like the only superstar from Chicago, at least actively on the roster. Like, everybody got up, and CM Punk, he did a good promo. He came out and he's like, I love Chicago. And everybody went nuts. He's like, I love this city. I love everything about it. Everybody went nuts. He's like, I love Navy Pier. I love the parks. I love the museums. I love everything about it. The only thing I hate is the people who live in there. And then he started ragging on the politicians, and he started ragging on the crime, and the people, and how they suck, and how the White Sox were terrible. Something about the White Sox, I don't know, I really couldn't hear, but I think he was ragging on the fact that they suck now. I'm a Cubs fan, so whatever. Go 670 the score. But then Big Show came out, and that was a boring match. I thought that was kind of... But I know why they put that in there, just to have Punk out there. Next match, of course, was the U.S. title, and I immediately threw up my Fire Michael Cole sign. People were laughing. People liked the sign that I had from Fire Michael Cole. But Daniel Bryan, that was a good match. That was a very good match. Props to Bryant for winning, man. Daniel Bryan for champion. There was a sign out there that said the American Dragon, and people were chanting American Dragon in the stands. It was a good match. I enjoyed it. A lot of good parts in there. Alex Riley got involved at some points, but Miz, when he lost, he looked distraught and messed up. And I turned to Jason and I said, hey, you watch. He's going to cash in that Money in the Bank contract. You just wait. It's going to happen. And then it was the Undertaker-Kane match. And I'm very happy that will probably be one of the last times I'll have the opportunity to see the Undertaker, as well as see his infamous entrance. And that was pretty cool to see the Undertaker come out, and everybody just went nuts when the Undertaker came out. And then Kane came out and scared the crap out of me with his pyro. And Undertaker just rushed the stage and started beating him everywhere. They came pretty close to us. They were like, we were in the lower level, but we weren't like ringside. And they started fighting all around here. Chairs were used, the belt was used, and the finish was actually pretty surprising. Kane flipped over the Undertaker. Undertaker had him for the tombstone. He already hit the choke slam. Undertaker went for the tombstone. Kane flipped over him and he tombstoned him for the win. And Undertaker just looked like, how the hell did this happen? No way. Like, people were cheering and, Taker and all sorts of crazy stuff, but he just lost. It was, I don't know. The Lumberjill match. I don't know. That reminded me of a bar fight with like 12 girls. That's what that was. Lay Cool won. Obvious, because then they both can hold the titles. They'll probably make a new title, but I don't know what the hell they're going to call it. The Women's Divas chant? I don't know. Moving on. Next was a tag team match. Oh my god, there was a tag team match. Tag team... What was it called? Tag team... something crazy. Where it was like... The Hart Dynasty started out facing the Usos, and then whoever lost, the next team would come in. It was like a marathon type deal, where like the next team would come in, and after someone would lose, the next team, until one team was lost. Hart Dynasty lost first. And I was like, really? Really? Seriously? That's kind of stupid. What? And then, who came out next? Santino and Kozlov. People went nuts for Santino. I love Santino. He's crazy. And they lost. And then next it was Mark Henry and Evan Bourne. Evan Bourne hit the Airborne, which is cool, and they won. So the Usos were out. The next was Drew McIntyre and Cody Rhodes. And somebody behind me was like, "Put some knee pads on, Rhodes." I died because I think that dude needs some knee pads. Dusty, you need to talk to your son and tell him to get some knee pads. And then they were going to set up for Evan Bourne to do Airborne off of Mark Henry. But that didn't happen, which I was like, I was getting my camera ready and it didn't happen. But Drew McIntyre and Cody Rhodes are now the new tag team champions. Then an hour was left, and it was the six-pack challenge. And I thought, an hour match, really? The surprise for me was Chris Jericho losing, but losing so quickly. He was the first guy out. Orton hit the RKO off of him, and he lost, and he was like, no, he wouldn't leave the ring. He didn't want to leave the ring, and so he went back to the area. Next, I think was Edge, and then it was Nexus came out and interfered, and Wade Barrett took out Cena. And there was like some kids behind me who were like yelling, "Go Cena! Cena! We love you! The C Nation is behind you!" And I almost lost it. I almost just laughed because, I mean, that's the power of John Cena. But he lost. And then Orton hit him with the RKO, I think. And then it was just Barrett lost, and then it was Sheamus and Orton. And Orton hit Sheamus with the RKO for the win. Orton is now the WWE champion. Awesome. Like, and there was 15 minutes left until 10, and I'm like, where's Miz? Wait for Miz. Miz is going to come out. Just wait. Miz is coming out. And then I saw the little graphic on the Titantron that was like, you know, copyright 2010, and I'm like, no Miz? Really? So I don't know where they're going with Miz, and he might cash it in. But anyway, all in all, awesome event. Really excited. Really happy that I got to be there. Universe, I'm glad you guys, watch my show, and hopefully you guys you'll see this. A lot of good reaction from the fans. Real happy to talk to some of them, and I know they had a good time. I'm running out of time, so thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you Monday. We'll see what happens on Monday Night Raw.